secret, which was kind of hard to do, when 3 of the group's leaders recorded a video at the secretly bought estate. The group maintains they had always planned to disclose the house in legal filings and that it does not serve as anyone's personal residence. Civil rights attorney and Fox News contributor Leo Terrell not mincing words over the revelation.
They basically use black Americans for profit. Steve, ever since the George Floyd death, Black Lives Matter has profited from the George Floyd death. What have they done for the black community? Where are the community centers? Where is the improvement in education? They use this money for personal gain, and you look at that house does not help black Americans.
Fox News is reaching out for comment and getting this statement, quote, Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation purchased the property with the intention for it to serve as housing and studio space for recipients of the Black Joy Creators Fellowship. And so there you go, Greg. Academia loved this idea, yes, and now it's coming back to bite them.
It's fantastic. It does remind you that America truly is a melting pot. You know, whether you're white, you're black, brown, male, female, gay, straight. You can come here and rip each other off. Scams are as American as apple pie. You know, whites have had their scammers. Now blacks have their scammers. And it's a reminder that really it's not about skin color. It's not about black versus white. It's not about cops versus black. It's about the lawful versus the unlawful. And I'm not entirely sympathetic to the people that got scammed because, remember, there were a lot of virtue signaling suckers who would attack anyone as racist if you questioned any actions of BLM. In fact, if you said all lives matter, you would be considered a racist. So it kind of raises a hilarious question. If you were to go to someone who gave to BLM and told them where their money went, will they accuse you of racism for telling them the truth? Because they're going to go, no, you're the sucker. They took your money. Well, you know, that's racist. It's like, okay, you're really stupid.
This is all coming to light, Judge, as the foundation is facing this federal scrutiny over its finances. So do you think there's going to be more that comes out?
There's clearly going to be more. They started with the husband of, I believe it's Patrisse Cullors. I may have one of the 3 women wrong, but they started with an investigation of him for a mortgage fraud violation and for some, I think it was pandemic violation. But the amazing part of all of this is that they claim that the members of the black community partnered with white supremacists, and this is to Greg's point, to report them to the feds, that the African-American community is joining the white supremacists to go after them because they're jealous of the success that they had. Look, this is nothing unusual. When you have this kind of money and there is no overarching, agency or organization, and there are no rules, no one's been in charge for the last 2 or 3 months. We know that. No one's taking a leadership role. They haven't filed any financial returns. There is no accountability in it. And I think this is very, very sad because so many people believe in the Black Lives Matter, the movement. It was the organization that was hateful. It was the organization that said, you have to give us money or we're going to bring your corporation down or your business down or we're going to come into your neighborhood. These people, the companies, they deserve what they get for their bad actions.
I talked to Lawrence Jones today, too, and he said that that Black America, Jessica, was looking for fairness in the criminal justice system, that they didn't ask for this kind of thing where you have a video that is being made where they're going to host the people at the Joyful Convention. It's like $6 million. It's a lot of money.
It's definitely a lot of money, and definitely for the first time in history for me at Fox News, the judge made a point that I have literally written here, which I think is so important about the difference between the Black Lives Matter movement and the political organization. Right. And there was such a missed opportunity with the kind of credibility and the entire country and the world. I mean, there were Black Lives Matter protests globally going on after the murder of George Floyd to capitalize on that with very clear political asks to be lobbying the governments. Both Republican and Democratic parties were open to having these conversations at that point to get an agenda that advances causes for a better criminal justice system, for a fairer society overall, because that's really what this is about, systemic racism in all aspects of American society. And it is too bad, and it has really soiled the reputation of the movement, which is such a travesty when you think about what it originated from. And I hope that, whatever money needs to be returned gets returned, but that people who do want to support this cause, and the movement I'm talking about, find organizations that have been around a long time that are doing really good